Hey everybody, it's Justin here, aka Demonic Sweaters. Today I've got a tutorial about how to create drum notation or drum tabs in Notepad or any text editor, basically. This is just Notepad for Windows, but you could do this in basically any program that you could type in, you could create drum tabs with. Now you don't need any special software like MuseScore or anything like that, and this is very easy to do. And once you understand it, it's really easy to write down. And actually, it's almost faster than using a program like MuseScore once you get the hang of it. Okay, so let's just go over what I have up on the screen here. And this is what I played in the beginning, in the intro. And just to go over everything that you see, we have our tempo right here. And this is just supposed to look like a quarter note, basically. And then we have equals 120 BPM. Then here I'm defining the drums of my staff. I only did 3 lines on this staff because that's all I played. You could add as many as you like. You could add in rack tom, floor tom, crash cymbal, hi-hat pedal, ride cymbal. You know, you could come up with your own system, but this is just basically to give you a starting point. So you might have noticed too that I have some big X's, you know, capital X's and some lowercase X's, as well as a couple of lowercase O's right here and here. And that is just to basically to symbolize the accents. So I'm accenting the downbeat, the quarter note, on the hi-hat. So that's why I have the larger X's there. And then same with like here we have a ghost note on the snare and the accents on the fill here at the end. And the reason why I did the 1, 2, 3, 4 here, because sometimes when you have something like this, it's a little bit hard to, you know, understand where the beat is. So this just makes it a little bit easier to tell through a fill like that where the beat is. On the, you know, the parts where the hi-hat is playing is pretty easy to tell. So let's just go over this real quick, how to make one. So let me go down here, a couple of lines. And first I'm just going to define my staff. My caps lock on? No. Let's turn on caps lock. Okay, and then I'm going to do my hi-hat, snare, bass drum. Go back up here. Okay, then let's just add a space here. And then we'll go down here, put in a 4, another 4 for our time signature. Okay. Now let's add our first part of the bar line right here. Okay, now what we're going to do to create our grid, we're just going to use the dash key, and we're just going to count out 16th notes. You could do 30-second notes if you're really making something that complicated, but for this one, I'm just going to do 16th. So we go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then we just put another line there and we can create our first part of the staff. And we can just copy this, paste it down here, and paste it down here. Okay, and then once we want to start editing, you know, basically entering in notes, what you want to do is just press the insert key on your keyboard. And now every time you press something, it's going to overwrite whatever is in that space. So this way it won't make your staff or your grid any longer than it already is. So turn on caps lock again. So 1, E and 2, E and 3, E and 4, E and Then we can put in our lowercase here. But non-accent, you don't have to do it like this. You could have them all the same if you want, just to make it simpler. Let's put in our snare drum on beats 2 and 4. And bass drum, put on beats 1, 3, 3, and just keep it simple for now. And that's pretty much it, you know. If you wanted to do something like a ghost note here, we just turn off caps lock. And then we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, a 1, 2, our ghost note on the snare. And then say you wanted to do something like a double instead of just a single ghost note there, and we only have a 16th note grid, you can come up with some other symbol to symbolize that. And what I like to do is actually, we pull up our character map in Windows. There's all types of characters in here. These all have keyboard shortcuts too, but if you don't know them, you can just find them in here. And I like this one. Let's copy that. I'm just going to paste that right here. So now I know that's supposed to be a double stroke. So we can actually symbolize 30-second notes that way with a 16th note grid. So we would have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ba ba boom. Ba boom boom ba 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 boom. Something like that. But you can come up with your own symbols, your own system. So for the repeat symbols, all I did was I just added another. Let's turn off insert here. Space there. We want it to be even, balance out. So now we have repeat. Oops, forgot to do my other bar line. Okay, so now we have repeat symbols. So you could potentially transcribe an entire song this way if you wanted to. Now, one thing you want to remember though, if you want to copy and paste measures, you can't go like this and copy and paste, because if you do, it'll mess everything all up. See what I mean? So what we want to do to copy and paste, we're just going to basically get rid of these. We're basically just going to copy line by line right here. So we could copy that, paste it. And then there you go. And then you can edit this, however you wanted to edit it, if you wanted to. All right, so that's pretty much how you do it. Anyway, that's all for this video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Be sure to check out my links down below. Check out my Amazon storefront. I've got a lot of pre-configured, curated drum packs on there, as well as my blog, which is just demonicsweaters.com, where I update a lot recently with product reviews and tips and recording and all kinds of stuff about drums and anything that I want to write. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next video.